We are going to talk about parallel lines.
Whoa.
And the same types of things that we talked about yesterday. After we are done here, you need to type the theorems and postulates that are listed in your book, but we're going to go over them first. Okay? Real simple. If you have two parallel lines cut by transversal, and they designate parallel lines in most books by taking and putting a solid arrow like that. Okay? That means parallel. Make sense? Okay. You have a transversal here. This line right here is a transversal. It forms a bunch of angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like yesterday. Looks almost exactly like it, doesn't it? Except yesterday we made general names of things such as corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate interior angles, consecutive interior angles, etc. Right? Agree with all that? Okay. How are 1 and 4 related to each other?
They're equal to vertical angles.
Okay. They are equal because they're vertical angles, aren't they? Right? How about 2 and 3?
Vertical angles.
So 2 and 3 are equal, 1 and 4 are equal. Right? Same way down here. 5 and 8 are equal because they're vertical angles.
Yeah.
6 and 7 are equal because they are vertical angles. Correct? What could I say about 2 and 4? They are a linear pair, so their sum would equal 180, wouldn't they? Right? How about 1 and 2? Linear pairs, so they equal 180? These are all things that we've already discussed, right?
Yeah.
Okay? We're going to talk about in a parallel lines cut by transversal, we are going to talk about alternate interior angles. If you have alternate interior angles, can you list them for me? Angle 4 and angle 5 and angle 3 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles, right?
Yeah.
Remember that from yesterday? Well, alternate interior angles, if you have parallel lines, are equal or congruent. So angle 4 is congruent to angle 5, angle 3 is congruent to angle 6. So alternate interior angles are congruent if you have two lines cut by a transversal, and those two lines are parallel. Alright? Simple enough? So if I said the angle 3 was 60, could you find angle 6? Yep, you sure could, couldn't you? Because right now I said angle 3 is congruent to angle 6. So if this was 60, what would 6 have to be? 60. What would angle 5 have to be?
Whatever angle 4 is.
Well, what's angle 4? If this was 60, what's angle 4?
60.
Can't be.
180 minus,
Yeah, 180 minus 60, right? So this would be 120, wouldn't it? And then I could find angle 5 because I just found angle 4, right? Mathematically. Okay, alternate interior angles are equal and congruent. How about alternate exterior? So if I'm talking about alternate exterior, can you give me a pair of alternate exterior angles?
2 and 7.
Angle 2 and angle 7.
1 and 8.
Okay, angle 1 and angle 8. Right? Alternate exterior. Well, guess what? In two parallel lines cut by a transversal, alternate exterior angles are, again, congruent. So angle 2 is congruent to angle 7. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 8. So far, so good? Yeah, you get to remember all this stuff. We good with that? So far, so good? Okay. Using the same diagram, we have consecutive interior. What would the consecutive interior ones be?
4 and 6.
Okay, angle 4 and angle 6,
And 3 and 5.
angle 3 and angle 5. Do you think they're going to be congruent? Not even close to being congruent. Okay, they will be supplementary though. How in the world can they be supplementary? Well, let's look at this. We said that angle 3 and 6 were congruent because they were alternate interior, correct?
Add up 180.
Wouldn't 4 and 5 be congruent? Okay, 3 and 4 are supplementary because they're a linear pair, aren't they? Well, wasn't 4 equal to 5? Couldn't I replace the 5 with a 4? Right? So 3 and 5 have to be supplementary. So if I was looking at that, angle 4 plus angle 6 would equal 180. Angle 3 plus angle 5 would also equal 180. Okay? What was the last one that we worked with yesterday? Corresponding. So we're going to look at corresponding angles. Okay? Corresponding angles would be like what ones?
7 and 3.
7 and 3?
8 and 4.
Angle 8 and angle 4? Angle 1 and angle 5?
2 and 6.
Angle 2 and angle 6. Well, look at 2 and 6. Just look at the angle themselves. If you have parallel lines, what do they look like they are to each other?
Here's 8.
About the same, right? Same way with 1 and 5. Same way with 3 and 7.
Yep.
And the same way with 4 and 8. Corresponding angles, they are congruent. So angle 7 is congruent to angle 3. Angle 8 is congruent to angle 4. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. Okay? So far, so good? Awesome. You need to turn to section 3.2 in your book. And in your Chromebook, you need to type in the theorems and postulates that we just talked about.
Can I address one quick, please?
Yep.